Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? It is a Saturday, beautiful 72-degree weather. Can't pass up the opportunity to ride. So the direction of the channel is going to be a little bit different going forward. Instead of being all over the map, I've kind of decided to do something, the three things I enjoy most. Well, number one is riding. Riding is definitely what you do when you have a motorbike, right? You ride. You'll see some verbiage maybe called ride with me. And the second thing I like to do is reflect when I ride. Talk about stuff, just escape the everyday pressures of the world. So the other thing will be reflect with me. And that's where I talk about more in-depth stuff. And there's another one, explore with me. This is kind of where I go different places. It's kind of a combination between, I guess, riding and exploring, but sometimes I'll get off the bike and do a little bit more exploring. I enjoy that aspect of it too. And maybe one more thing, review with me. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, this is what I'm going to talk about today. I have to tell you guys that a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but pretty much every day or every other day, I get emails from companies wanting me to kind of review their products. And I don't mind that at all, but it's got to be a product that I know my audience would use, I would use, and it's got to be a quality product. Because everything I have on this bike, from this dash cam, whatever you want to call it, to my TPMS monitors that you can't see from here, Phobo 2 TPMS monitors, I love those things, and this dash cam is really handy. But these are things that I've had the privilege of reviewing for the companies that send them to me, and I really am grateful for that. This dash cam was one of those things that I absolutely loved, that I didn't even know I needed, right? My tire pressure monitors, the Phobo 2 little TPMS sensors, those are awesome. But right now my front has 30.9 psi and my back has 35 because it went up a little bit. And the reason for that is I filled them both today with this new portable air compressor that I recently got from Air Moto, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to open the box, I'm going to review it, I'm going to show you how it works in real time, and like I said in the video coming up, everything is transparent. I'm not biased about anything. I am grateful that these companies send me this stuff, but I tell them right away up front, hey guys, I don't mind reviewing this product for you, but I'm gonna be very unbiased about it, and I'm gonna tell the truth about it. That's called transparency. So yeah, again, I like to be transparent with these things, just like this AOC CarPlay system. I leave the back camera on so I can see what's behind me at all times. I got my left mirror, right mirror, and my rear cam. That is the best thing I've ever had. So if you're new to my channel, my name's Scott. I ride a little 150cc, I guess you could call it scooter, I guess you could call it a motorbike, but it's fully automatic. And I kind of show this every video because I literally get new subscribers every day. So for you guys that are been with me for many years, at least the last 4 or 5 years, bear with me. I still like to show the bike, kind of give you an update on things. But look, this is my rear cam right there, and this is my front cam right there. See, isn't that cool? And these just stick on. These are 3M back stick. You can run some plastic screws through these. It's hard to talk with the helmet on, but I just used the 3M tape that came with it for the front and back. And I have a video showing this installation process, and I ran the wires, tapped into my fuse box with a fuse tap. So that's how this is powered on. It comes on with my ignition switch. So as soon as I turn that ignition off, that goes off. So I never have to worry about draining my battery. So yeah, this video is about my little portable air compressor that I'll show you here in a second. But under my seat, which is nice storage, this is it. Look how small that is. That's really nice. It's a little sleeker than the one I had before, so I'm going to keep this one in here because it takes up less room, and I'm going to keep my other one in our SUV. I need a couple of these. These are actually pretty handy. This is my tire repair kit. You pretty much want to have one of these on you, honestly, in every car, because they're not that expensive. This is made by CK Auto. I actually bought this. This was not given to me, but I keep this in here. It fits perfectly in here, honestly. And I don't have any fear or any hesitation when I ride, because it's just a peace of mind that I have this stuff. Especially when you guys ride long distances, you probably already have that stuff. Whee! I did a little peel out. How about that, folks? So without further ado, let's get to this product. It's the AirMoto Smart Portable Air Compressor. So the fine folks at AirMoto, love that name by the way, asked me to check out one of their newest products called their Smart Air Pump. And what this is, it's a portable air pump. I've demonstrated one of these before in a past video, but this one I was glad to receive because, you know, I could always use one in every vehicle. I carry one in my bike. I carry one, now I'll carry this one actually in our SUV. And yeah, these are great. I think the #1 accessory that I would ever choose and recommend for you guys, especially riders out there, is to get something like this. And AirMoto was kind enough to send me one to review, and I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys and go over this, and we'll see it in action in a little bit, but I wanted to just unbox it and kind of show you the quality of the product. But real quick, on this side of the box you can see the different applications with car, motorcycle, basketball, and all the different PSI that's recommended. They have different measurements, KPA, bar, but America is PSI. But anyway, these are just a little reference guide. So let's see what we got here. We got to get this thing open and check it out. All right, so it feels like a really nice product. Okay, of course we got our user manual. Nice, we'll go over that a little bit later. And this actually got a real solid feel to it. I think I read that this is about 14 ounces. Well, right under a pound, but it's really nice. It's not too heavy, but it feels really solid. Got a little plastic or a little film that we kind of remove. What else we got in the box here? Got your, looks like your charging wire carrying case. This is nice because when I put it in my car or your motorbike, you know, it's nice to have a case to it, and that's a really nice quality case. Feels like almost a leather, but I don't think it's leather, but it's really nice quality actually. This is your valve, your air valve. What I learned about the unit, I think this actually, do I have it the wrong way? Yeah. See how that clicks in? So this is really nice. Your valve, your hose, whatever you want to call this, actually slides into the unit, and if you push down, it clicks. So there you go. Air hose storage. Isn't that pretty slick? So that's a nice feature. I love that. So basically this screw, your air hose screws into the top of this port right here. This is what they call the standard Schrader valve. I didn't know what that meant. I looked it up. The gentleman's name was August Schrader, who invented this. He was a German inventor. And this is your typical common adapter for like your tire valves, right? Whether it's a bike or motorcycle. So Schrader valve. And of course you have your needle for your inflatables, your charging USB to C charger adapter that you charge it right here in this port. Whoa, look at that 3D. And you have different connectors. This is for inflatables, like whether they swimming pools or smaller inflatables. Up at the top you have a light. See that? That's hard to tell. You have like a little LED light. So to turn this on, you just press and hold this middle button for 3 seconds. Now it's on. Hold it, 3 seconds. Now it's off. We'll turn it back on. You can see the charge indicator right there, that green. It's fully charged. Thank you for AirMoto for sending one charged. I appreciate that. So you got a little U. It's hard to see in this light, but there's a little U up at, and if you press the top of this, this is where you change your units. At the top, you'll see PSI, bar, kPa, and a kg to cm. So these are different countries. The button down here, the lower button, is your different modes. Now, hard to see, but when you switch these modes, you got basketball. Custom is that one with the little kind of head. Then you got your automobile mode, and these are just presets. 35 psi. This is like a motorcycle, 40 psi. Bicycle, 38 psi, although my bike is pretty high. Depends on what type of bike you have. Basketball, like 8 psi. So these are just presets. But if you have something that you want to customize, this is just starting at 100 apparently. Now, right now the vehicle mode is 35 psi. That's pretty good. I'm going to bump mine down to 34 psi. I like to put 34 in my car tires. And then when you get the psi set, you press the button again in the middle. And there you go. Turn it off. It's not really noisy. Honestly, outside it's not too bad at all. It's just I'm in a closed environment. But yeah, that's basically how easy this is to use. See this LED light? If you do wind up charging a tire in low light conditions, how do I turn that on? It's like the U symbol. So it says if you press and hold that, there we go, for 3 seconds. There's your LED light. Wow, that's really bright actually. Look at that. Hard to tell, but it's very bright. I don't think you'd have a problem at night seeing that. So I kind of like the LED light there. That's really handy. There is a deflate little button here. So you can actually, when you have this hooked up to a tire, you can press that and it'll deflate the tire. That's kind of handy to have. So if you overfill a little bit, just as you have it on the tire, press and it'll deflate. And we'll check that out a little bit later. Yeah, so the weight of this, they're claiming it's 400 grams. That's about 14 ounces. PSI maximum is 120 PSI. Now you really don't ever run into filling a tire up to 120 PSI unless you have a cycle like a road bike. I don't even think my road bike takes that high. I'd have to look, but anything over 120 PSI is, then you're getting into racing bikes, like track racing bikes. Some of the older style especially, that'll go up to like 200 PSI I read, but I've never come across any tire that I needed more than 120 PSI. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I guess we'll try it outside. I want to get actually some real live demonstration on this, but again, this is the AirMoto Smart Air Pump. It's really nice and whole. It's almost like a walkie-talkie. It really fits in the hand well. It's thin, and the case for it, you can actually, like I said, remove this air hose and put it down in its own little compartment, and there you go. And then you basically just put this in the drawstring that, and you're good to go. So guys, hey, thanks. I hope you liked the video on the AirMoto. That's a really slick little product. It's right under my butt here under the seat, and I'm gonna hopefully never use it in an emergency, but if I do, it's there. But listen, these little portable air compressors, now, okay, they're great and everything, but I wanted to disclose, they're not meant to fill up your fleet of limousines, all right? They're meant to, in a pinch or in a top off. I mean, it took me, you saw how much time it took to fill a tire up from 0 to 33 PSI. A couple minutes. It's not gonna be like 20 seconds like a lot of marketing videos you see. That's why I wanted to do a stopwatch comparison to let you guys, and again, I'm completely transparent on all this stuff that I review. So you know how much time it takes now, so now you know what to expect. But it didn't take that long, a couple minutes. Honestly, I could wait that long. You know, what's the big deal? But chances are when you fill up a tire, you're not going to be filling up a tire from 0 psi all the way to full inflation, right? You're going to be topping them off. You're going to be using a compressor like that in a pinch if you're looking at your tire and it's going flat, or if you got a slow leak, whatever. Every once in a while, I'll get that little thing out and I'll go to the vehicles in my driveway and I'll top them off to make them all the exact PSI that I want. That's what those things are handy for. I used to have to get the air compressor out, my little pancake air compressor. It's nice. It's a rigid orange air compressor and it's very powerful, but I'd have to get it out. It weighs a ton. I'd have to plug it in. I'd have to wait for the pressure to build in it, right? And I didn't even know these little portable things existed. I'm like, what? Where have I been, in a cave or something? Now, the one I just demonstrated, I don't know what the battery life on it's gonna be. My other one, just to let you know, in comparison, it'll stay charged for weeks and weeks on end. I don't have to worry about it. I don't know about this one, but I will update you guys in more videos when I use this a little bit more around my house. But right now, I think it's great. It came with the full charge. I actually charged it up before I demonstrated it, just to let you guys know it had a full charge on it. But as time goes on, I will update you guys on the compressor and let you know what the battery's life is a little bit more like after I use it longer. But for now, I'm happy with it. I love the little LED light on it. That is really handy if you're riding in low light conditions and you need it. And I just like how thin it is. I think it weighs less than my other one, if I remember correctly. Maybe not, but it is thinner. It's a lot thinner and easier to handle. Not that there's anything wrong with the other one I have that I did a review on. They're all great stuff, and I've never had an issue with any of it. But it's always very cool to have more than one little compressor. That way you don't have to keep carrying it around to car to bike and back and forth. So I'm again grateful for Airmoto to send me that. Thank you once again. Now if you are interested in picking up something like that, I got links below, and I think there's even a discount code that you can use if you want to pick something like that up. And again, it's just, to me, a no-brainer to have one of these things. The peace of mind that I get when I ride now is like awesome. I don't have to worry about really tires anymore, because I got the tire patch repair kit and I got the little inflator. So if something happens, heaven forbid, it doesn't cause me an accident, I always look at this at a glance to see what my pressures are looking like, just looking down, and it's awesome. Hopefully it was helpful. You guys take care, and we'll see you on the next one.